Hello, dear students. Good evening, everyone. Uh, 2019 GATE, we are being discussing the five questions, of course, for the exam GATE 2019, that is your previous year, and we are discussing the five questions. Okay, so first question is from the inorganic chemistry, and what it says is like the compound is given here like this, and so the what is the correct representation of this compound. Okay, so as you can see, it is a coordination compound, or you can say it is a complex compound. Coordination chemistry and complex compound, it you know that every organic compound or inorganic compound which is complex, it tends to have 18 electron rule. 18 electron rule. What it says, like the all these elements, all these ligands and metal have an valence electrons, or you can say have number of electrons, and when we add all these number of electrons, if it equals to 18, then the compound is stable. So we have an option which looks like this. Okay. Hmm. If we look at this option, we have four types of options. Okay, we have four combinations, and one such combination is like this. If we calculate the number of electrons here, or the valence electrons, then you know that CO electron count for carbon monoxide, the electron count is 2. 2 into 2 is 4, and the number represented on neta above are being used as the electron count. So that is 6. Okay, 3 and 3, 6, 2 and 4. And when we have hmm, your this, we know that this metal has the electron, the group number of this tungsten is, let me calculate it for you. Okay, we have chromium group for this tungsten metal. So for this you have the group number is 6. Okay, it is actually 5 and that is 3. So it is equal to 5 and 3, it is equal to 8. We have this 8, and this equals to 4. You know that for this group number 1, 2, 3, 4, we have a group number of equal to 6, and if we calculate it, it becomes 18. So the option which is having the electron count equals to 18, that compound is the correct representation of the above given substance or the compound. Okay, you have to do it like this. They will not give you direct hint, or they will not tell you that you have to follow 18 electron rule. You have to use your common sense and try to find out a combination which is satisfying this rule. So you have to do it like this. The next question is from bio inorganic. So you have to do a bio inorganic question with what it says and how it is being given. You have to match the columns for this question. P, Q, R and S. We have given here ferritin. So you need to have a knowledge about all these compounds. What ferritin do, what rubrodoxin do, okay? Then you can do these types of questions. Rubrodoxin. Have you heard about charge transfer complexes, or you can say metal storages? All these are the organic compounds or bioinorganic compounds which helps in functioning of biological functions. Okay, so you need to have a prior knowledge for doing this question. Carbonic anhydrase. Okay, so I'm going to write the direct answers here. You need to have a knowledge about it already, prior knowledge. Okay, so the ferritin is a metal storage compound. It helps in metal storage. Okay, electron transfer is being done here for riboflavin transfer, electron transfer. Carbonic anhydrase is acid-base catalysis is done. It helps in acid-base catalysis. Okay. In cobalamin we have methyl transfer. What we have? Methyl transfer. So you have to match all these, or in a matching type of a question, if you know the two. When I was doing this question, I just know about these two. I was pretty sure, and I was able to do this question correctly. Okay, when you have a knowledge about few of them, then you can do the match type question only. But if they are specifically asking you for the ferritin, then you have to have a knowledge about ferritin itself. So you have to keep it in mind. Bioinorganic, every year there is a question about bioinorganic topic. There is question from bioinorganic topic. So you need to have correct knowledge about it. Okay. The next question is interhalogen compound. Okay. What are interhalogen compound? It is a topic of main group. Okay, main group chemistry tells you about interhalogen compounds. Okay, one such type of interhalogen compound is ICl3. It is a interhalogen compound, and the question is which statement is incorrect about it. Okay, so we have given 4 statements and we have to select that statement which is incorrect for ICl3 interhalogen compound. So there were 2 contradictory statements. One statement is opposite to another, so the answer lies in those 2 only. Okay, whenever you see 2 contradictory statements, the answer is there for you. That means 50 of the question is done. You have to select one out of the 2. So the first is it exists in dimer. It exists in dimer form. And the second is the geometry in solid state. Geometry in solid state is tetrahedral. Okay, tetrahedral. So whenever you do these type of questions, you know that these 2 statements are opposite to one another. This says it is a tetrahedral type of geometry is present. This says it is dimer in form. Whenever a compound is in dimer, trimer, then there is no regular geometry is present. They are in chain. Okay, they are in chain structure. So one another, one another, one another, like this, joining their hands. So if it exists in dimer, if it exists as a dimer, then it cannot be present in tetrahedral form, and that is the correct option. You are saying it wrong. The geometry is not tetrahedral, it exists in dimer. We have to select the statement which is incorrect. So this statement is incorrect about this question. Okay, clear? 1 second, I check about. Yeah. It is recording. Yesterday, what happened when I was recording it, a call came up, and my whole of the recording was wasted, and I have been keep going and going here for past 20 to 30 minutes, and just a 2-minute clip is being recorded. After that, it shut it down because of the interruption of the call. So I have to do it all over again for that video. So in my yesterday's video, there is a chaos, full of chaos. Okay, so I just have to check whether that thing is going on again or not. Okay, because you do not have to do it twice, because you do not have such time. I'm not a villa person, I'm a very busy person. I'm not such busy person. So, okay. The next one is allotropes. Okay. The question says we have carbon allotropes here. We have given you carbon allotropes. You need to know about the allotropes of carbon and their properties. So the carbon allotrope is given, and you have been asked which form is a discrete form. Which form of the carbon allotrope is present in the discrete form? Your options are diamond, then is graphite, and then is beta graphite. Okay, these all are allotropes of carbon, and then fullerene. Okay, so when you have a knowledge, or when you have read about it, fullerene is the type of carbon allotrope which is in the discrete form. Okay, diamond has a proper structure, graphite is in form of the layers. So that's your correct option, fullerene, which is present in the discrete form. The next and the last question is from relations. Okay, I'm very poor in relations. I do not understand when we have a big family. So we have many relations, and each specific relation has a different name in Hindi. So it's very difficult to understand. So I felt very confused in remembering all that names. Uncle, aunties is different. In English, it is very sorted out, but in Hindi, there is a name for everyone. There is a relation name, there is an actual name, and the pet name is also there. So it's very confusing. After all, let us move on. The question says we have a relation question, so that's why I was sharing something with you. M and N have 4 children. So M and N have 4 children. We can have 4 arrows and we can have 4 children. Why not? In the earlier times, parents have multiple children. So they have multiple children. 4 children, okay, and P and R were married, okay. We do not know about these all 4, whether they are female, male, nothing, but we know that P and R are married. So they have respectively, the word respectively is mentioned in the question, so you do not have to mix up X and Y. You have given X and Y, then you have to use X here and Y here only. You cannot mix up Y and X, then it will be a wrong question. Okay, so they have childrens like P, X and Y, and there is a W. W is another person who, this Y is the only child of W. Okay, so this R must be married to this guy and have given birth to this Y child. Okay, and we have to what we have to we have given four statements and we have to select the incorrect one. Okay, so the I'm just writing the answer directly, or I should write all of them. Okay, I'm writing all of them. M is the grandmother mother of Y. Okay, B, R is the father of Y. Okay, C, W is the wife. Okay, letters also have relations. Look at here, wife of R. W is the wife of P. Okay, so we can cross check this. Okay, M is the grandmother of Y. We do not know about this M, it is male or female. Let us assume that it's a female. Then Y, yeah, it can be possible that this is the grandchild. Okay, that can be a grandchild, so it is a correct statement. R is the father of Y. R is the father of Y, it is also correct. W is the wife of R. W is the wife of R, which is also correct. W is the wife of P. That is incorrect. You cannot have two wives. You cannot have two wives, or you can say that one wife cannot have two husbands. So that is incorrect. This statement is incorrect. You have to draw this structure so it become very easy to know whether this statement, which statement is correct or which statement is incorrect. So you have to put a little sketch, then you can do it easily. Thank you so much for watching this video. We have done 5 questions about GATE 2019 previous year. Thank you so much, and I'll be joining you next time with the next video with 5 more questions of GATE, and we'll be doing it till the exam come, which is on Feb. Okay, so thank you so much.